Well, search and rescue teams say that as many as 6 victims, but possibly more than double that number, are still missing after a bridge collapse near the port of Baltimore.
Just after pulling away from a port, a fully loaded container ship boat bound for Sri Lanka, it slammed in the Francis Scott Key Bridge, and the structure, well, it tore apart and it fell into the river.
And authorities say that commuters and a maintenance crew were on the roadway at the time of this tragic incident.
And Jay Gray is in the area this evening at the bridge with the latest.
An intense rescue and recovery effort continues in the bitter cold waters of the Patapsco River right now. Teams searching for survivors after the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge overnight.
The bridge is gone. Holy.
Here's what we know at this point. The crew on board this massive container ship apparently lost control of the vessel minutes after leaving the port of Baltimore, issuing a mayday call, warning they'd lost power and propulsion. Security video shows lights blinking and smoke climbing from the ship just before crashing into a center support column on the bridge, the iconic structure crumbling.
As units were responding, they began to receive numerous calls indicating multiple people in the water.
A crew doing routine maintenance, filling potholes, and several vehicles were on the bridge as it collapsed. 2 of the workers quickly pulled to safety, but authorities acknowledge several people are still missing.
Our prayers are with everyone involved in this terrible accident and all the families, especially those waiting for the news of their loved one right now. I know every minute in that circumstance feels like a lifetime.
President Biden promising the full support and resources of the federal government in the wake of the tragedy. Jay Gray, NBC News, Baltimore.
And to give you some perspective on the size of the ship and how it could bring down the nearly 2-mile steel bridge.
So it's 984 feet, roughly equal to the height of the Empire State Building laying on its side. And it weighs 95,000 gross tons. And the impact was just too much for that bridge to withstand.
And new this afternoon, the National Transportation Safety Board is investigating this collapse.
And at a press briefing this afternoon, the chair of the NTSB said that the investigation still in its early stages.
Part of our investigation will be how was this bridge constructed? It will look at the structure itself. Should there be any sort of safety improvements? All that will be part of our investigation. We go very broad.
And like we said, much of the work being done at the scene today is still search and rescue.